Welcome everybody to another video on this channel, and today I'm going to show you 10 tips how to prepare for the daily races. In a lot of other sports it's already well known, you don't win your race on race day, you win it in the off season or in the preparation. Or maybe you are familiar with the infamous 6P rule, which is proper preparation prevents poor piss performance. So you are probably right now somewhere here with your rank and you want to get to these kind of ranks. So stay tuned, because now I'm going to show you 10 tips how to prepare best for the daily races so that you can progress as fast as possible. And the tips are going to be chronologically like I do them. They're not going to be by how important they are. So if the first tip isn't for you and you know it already, there will be other ones later this video, and at the very end there will be even a pro tip. I barely used it, I do sometimes, but I know the very fast racers, the S racers, are gonna use it, and I will share it with you as well in the upcoming video. So now really let's hop into tip number one. So of course, maybe it's an obvious one, but you see it over and over again. People have not read the race details. So first thing, of course, you need to do is to understand all the race details, to not make any mistakes and to not get any penalties, which at the end can cost you your well-deserved win. Tip number two is to choose the right car. I know it's not a really romantic topic, because everyone would just like to drive with their most favorite GT3 cars or whatsoever. But if you're really serious about progressing, especially when it comes to the A+ level and A level, and you are not a World Tour driver yet, you cannot just take any car. You really need to take the best car available for this race. And I'm going to show you now real quick how you can check that beforehand, before you start practicing. Alright, so how do we actually check what is the meta car for this race? So we are going to sport mode, click on the dailies, go to our daily we actually want to practice for. In this case, we're going to the daily race C, going to random specific car, and there you see the podium there, qualifying time ranking, and there you can see what other people have done and what times they have done for this race. So in this case, we go into global ranking. I haven't set any time this week yet, but you can see here quite clearly and quite fast what's the meta car. It's the Dodge Viper for this race. And therefore, that's gonna be the car I would advise you to choose. Tip number four is, of course, after you have seen the right car, you are gonna watch the best players in the world drive this very lap. I will show you again now really quickly where you can do that. And it's important on this part, like really take your time. Just don't do it for 2 minutes and think you know it. Like really get into the details. Where are the braking points? Which gears you're going to take into the corner, which gears you're going to take out of the corner. It can really take you 10 or 15 minutes. Really study this lap of the racer and really get a good idea as well where he's shifting, like on how he's revving up the car. That's really important as well. And yeah, even I'm in PSVR2, but I don't do it in the goggle. I actually do it on the TV. Really take my time and yeah, really give this some thought before I actually enter the race. We are still here where you decided what the meta car is, and you can see on the right this blue little play button, and you know there's a replay available. So we actually gonna play the replay here. Play replay, we set up display all that. We have all the details we need. We go into our preferred camera view. I prefer this one, for example, and we are gonna have a decisive watch what he's gonna do, where he's braking, what gear he's taking. And as I mentioned, really take your time. For example, you can pause it. For example, here you just saw he broke, and you can actually have a look. Okay, so where did he brake? I go mostly in walk mode. I see here, for example, it seems like he's going to brake right just here. Once the white stripe is starting, that's his braking point. And in this way, you really go through the whole lap to have a look what the best drivers in the world are doing. Going out in second, but it's really careful on the throttle, for example. Shifts into third quite early, actually. Quite an early shift point for the Dodge Viper. So with tip number four, we are calling it practice with purpose. It's the first time you actually hit the track. You have done all the research, you know the race details, you know what is the fastest car, you know the most important braking points, the gearing. Now you're going to hit the track, and you don't want to put too much pressure on it right now, but you definitely want to make sure you hit the braking points you studied beforehand. Just get familiar with the lap, get familiar with the car, then like 5 or 10 laps. Don't put too much pressure on you, just have some fun, enjoy the racetrack. And once you think you hit your ceiling, then it's time for tip number 5. And tip number 5 is to use the ghost, and of course, set it up right. To use the ghost is such a big advantage, because yes, you watch the replay of the fastest racer, but now you can actually position the car of the fastest time in the world right in front of you. But it's really important to use it right, because if you don't make some settings, at some point the ghost is just away, and you can't learn anything anymore from the ghost. And that's what we're going to avoid. So I'm showing you what I use for settings to make the most of it. All right, once you have practiced enough and you think you kind of reached your own ceiling, it's time to set up the ghost. Going to settings right here, you find on the very bottom the ghost settings. Go to there, and here you can even load your personal best, but we actually want to display the loaded ghost, so we tick this box here. And as well, we want to tick this box here, as mentioned, reset the grid position, that every time the sector is done, it will be reset right in front of you, and you can have a look exactly again what he's doing, and you're not losing sight of him as much. The second time, grid offset seconds, as mentioned, I use 0.3 seconds. For me, it's the best way to observe what he's actually doing. But yeah, you can set it up manually here, how many seconds you would like to have it. Yeah, so you hit that, then the ghost is set. By now, you should have been really picked up your speed. You should have had your fastest qualifying time you can bring on the board for now. And then it's actually time to go racing for the first time. And yeah, just go race, enjoy your race day, have some fun. Don't worry about qualification anymore. You really spend some proper time preparing. Now it's time to have fun, enjoy the race, get the lines dialed, get the braking points dialed, and see what you can find more even works more. It's not that you in 2 hours have it all figured out. It's still definitely a progress. So enjoy your race day, enjoy your race, and afterwards there's definitely more we can do to prepare and perfect your lap time. But for now, have the best race day of your life. So what I do after a successful race day, I actually, if I have the time, I chill on my phone or on the TV and watch my favorite YouTubers do the very exact race. Because first, between when you followed the ghost and when you set your time, there might have been improvements. You can see that they short shift or whatsoever, or you can actually dial down your braking points a little bit more. I mean, all these tips I showed you, they're all theoretical. So it's not that you do them once and you have it all memorized. It takes definitely some time, but you can make it in a little bit more of an enjoyable way, or like super enjoyable way. Watch your favorite YouTubers, watch their lines, watch, like, really, not just watch it passively, like really try to study what they do. And there are really some exceptional drivers out there in every language you can watch. And yeah, just study them, watch them with caution. And there we are already at tip number 9. So as qualifying is one of the most important parts of this whole race, because that's where you determine where you start and how much carnage you can get out of the way. And if you want to be closer and closer to your goal, to an A rank or an A+ rank, the quali lap is one of the most crucial things you can do. So with all your learnings from yesterday, with all the learnings you had from the YouTubers, from your own racing, from your analysis, go back on track. I'm sure the world record will even be faster than it was the day before. Load up the new Ghost and go for another lap and try to improve your quali time. As mentioned in the beginning of the video, now I have really one advanced tip you can do, and I know pros do, but it's really advanced. But it's using telemetry data to actually improve your lap time. For example, Coach Dave, you can see here, you have the data right on your screen. You can download the fastest world record times from the most fastest player from GT7, from the leaderboard, import it into the software and see exactly where do they shift, because it's not always so easy to see where they shift, where they brake, how much speed do they take into the corner, what's their exact, very, very exact line. This is really, really advanced and probably really, really not necessary if you want to be an A+ driver. You can, I did it without to get to an A+ driver, to get probably into the, like, to get to the top 100 of the leaderboards on a good week. But it's definitely possible. And if you are a Gator guy and if you enjoy graphs and if you enjoy to dig deep, this is an absolute beast of a tool and I highly recommend as well. So guys, this concludes the 10 tips to prepare for your daily race. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful as well. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like and subscribe button. This channel is relatively new, but making this channel grow has been such a fun journey and I really enjoy doing these videos, and every subscriber really, really motivates me to keep going, to make this channel grow, to make more content like this, and yeah, to bring the GT7 community more together as it already is. And yeah, so this is the video. Thank you very much for watching and see you in the next one.